Hey guys, well, a little bit of an update. This is my 2000 Expedition, and yesterday we had a good rain. It rained most of the day, and I had a leaky sunroof, and yeah, it's actually starting to dry up a little bit today. But I came out this morning, and I was surprised after I had unplugged the drain tubes in the old sunroof here, and there's one right there. You can see this tube comes off the bottom of the channel here of the sunroof. This is the drain pan. It's dry, it's okay, but the headliner here, you can see it is just soaked, and still had some water coming in here. So I decided to go ahead and pull this out of here. Granted, I didn't have really wet floors like I did, but I still had some leakage here, and I was kind of baffled why I even had the leakage. So I pulled this out of here, and I had to kind of take this cover off the A-pillar here. Couple bolts. If you have a handle, you have to take the handle off, and it's a little 5mm little bolts here that kind of hold that on. And let's see, here is one of them, and I'm just using a little tiny socket. So I get up here and I found out this whole top of the headliner is wet, and if you look closely on the bottom of the tray here, I've wiped most of the moisture off, and it's pretty dry right now. So I got me some water, and I decided to go ahead and dump some water back up in here, and I wanted to see exactly where it was leaking. So let me get the water. My little bottle of water, I should say. I'm making this video because I know a lot of people are pulling their hair out. They can't figure out why their sunroofs are leaking in these Expeditions and the Explorers and all that. So I'm just going to show you exactly why. And it looks like it's just a design flaw. They really didn't think this through. What you have here, you have your cover here, the bottom of the sunroof that you pull across the bottom of the window here, kind of block the window out. Now we'll go up on top and show you how this kind of works. And there it is. And of course you can pull it up, and it slides up like this, and that's all good. Now you have this track right here that slides on. You can see this. It kind of rides back and forth on that like that, and that's all good. But the problem is, when it rains, the seal on the sunroof here sometimes doesn't seal all the way, and I don't expect them to, because you know they dry out and start to crack and all that. So when this sunroof closes and goes all the way forward, it pushes down this little bar, and it goes right up against the bottom of the top of the hood here, top of the vehicle, and it seals pretty good. And you can see the seal marks. It's kind of white there going across, so it's sealing pretty good. But there will always be a little bit of water that kind of gets down in here, and the job is, when the water goes down into the bottom of the pan, it's supposed to drain out right here into this tube and right down the pillar. Now I'm going to show you what's going on. Let's say it's raining really hard. Here's my bucket, my little cup of water, bottle of water. I'm going to go ahead and pour some water in here, and you see, and you can probably hear, it's going down pretty good. Now let's say a little water gets over here on this side. It should still drain out, which it is. It's draining out pretty good. Now if you look closely on the back side here, you can see this back here where my finger is. It's starting to leak out, and it's starting to run back down inside of the channel on the inside here. Let me show you real quick. And you can see right there where it's mated together. It's leaking right there. So what happens is, when the channel starts to get a lot of water in it, some of it backs across and goes up under this rail right here where this sunroof cover slides on right here. Apparently there's not enough sealant under this to keep this water flowing that way down into the drain tubes, so some of it backs out underneath it here, and I think you can see right where my finger is. You can see where the water's coming out, and this is my issue. And the only fix to this is, I'm probably going to have to take the headliner out in order to get this out, this cover out, and probably drill these little rivets out and put some sealant under this. Now I can try to put some sealant here on the edge, but I don't think that's going to work, because this moves a little bit. So that's what I'm up against. But I did find my leak eventually I did find it. It's right here. And if you look closely, you can see it's kind of mated together there. And this is where my leak is. So it's running down the headliner and leaking right there. So if you have this problem and you flush out your drain tubes, on each end, and I actually did the other one yesterday on that side. And the water drains down the tubes just fine. And you can see how this is kind of set up here. This is the bottom of the pan. And this is going to have to eventually come out in order to fix it the right way. And luckily in the back, I don't have any water. My leak is all up here on the front on this side and on that side. So this is something I'll deal with later, but this headliner is pretty big. So I may have to spend a couple hours taking stuff out of here to drop this down. And this is the only fix I can see to it. You could probably try to put a little silicone right here and stop it, but what's going to happen is if you put the silicone there, it's probably still going to run out underneath of this track bar here you see. This little bar is still going to seep out. So really the only option, the only thing, way I see to fix this is probably take this out of here and glue it or something. But it's definitely where my leak is. Alright, it's late day and the sun has went in. It's gotten kind of cloudy. You might be able to see this even better. And there's the bottom of the tray. You can see that water is leaking. Depending on how you park, the angle your vehicle's parked, it's going to leak in different areas. It's going to either leak on that crack or it's going to run down on this side right here past this track and leak under it. So yeah, looks like that might be an issue. So the only thing you can do really is shut your sunroof and get you some tape and tape this up until you get it fixed, and that may help it keep it from leaking. Also put a piece of tape on the inside here over your buttons to remind you that you have tape on your sunroof. Other than that, I did notice that when you pull this cover up, it rides on this track. Also, when you put the sunroof in, close the sunroof, there's a wheel that rides on this track too. So this track provides two different things. It lets this sunroof here slide, this cover slide on one side of it over here, and on this side there's a wheel that rides up through here, or some kind of a mechanism, and this thing is getting to work out. So the glue, the silicone or whatever they use at the factory, is now dried out underneath of it, cracked, and it's letting the water run out and back across this side. And you can see right there it's leaking. See my finger where the water is. And that's where your leak is, my friend. So don't pull your hair out. If you think you can flush your drain tubes out and it's going to help, well, it may not. Just in case you have a leak here, you're going to have some issues there. And let me, before I end the video here, let's go ahead and pour some more water down here. We'll watch it kind of come out from under the rail right there. See it right there? Just pouring out. And some of it's draining out like it should right here when you put this down when the sunroof closes, but a lot of it is seeping out from underneath of this track and leaking right about there. So that's the way it goes. So I figured I'd make a video for you guys, let you know if you have a Ford Explorer, Mountaineer, or whatever, that's your problem. So I'll go ahead and close this up and put it back together, and maybe I'll do an update later. But it looks like this headliner is going to have to come out. This whole unit is going to have to come out in order to fix this right here. And there's no way there's going to be enough room to take this piece out, I don't think, to put glue under it and fix it right. Of course, the other side is going to be the same way. It leaks over there too. So if I come up with a fix or some kind of an update on it, I'll let you guys know, because I know this is very annoying, especially if you live in the deep south where it rains a lot. Some of you guys are probably getting a bath. So, alright, well that's it, guys. So I'll let you know if I have a fix for this, and hopefully it won't be too bad. So if I find it, I'll make a video and upload it and let you guys know what I did find. So before you go flushing out your drain tubes, just drop your headliner down on the corner and just kind of look up there, pour a little water, and check it out and see if it's leaking there. Then if it is, you know exactly what the problem is. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and I guess I'll have to get some tape and tape up the sunroof before it rains today until I get to it. So I'll see you guys then on my next project.